Ethane was a bright and imaginative 12-year-old. One day, while exploring the woods behind his house, he stumbled upon an unusual dog. The dog had a striking coat of black. Ethan named him Shadow. From that moment on, Shadow became Ethan's constant companion. They would spend hours playing in the woods. Shadow had a special way of comforting Ethan, especially when he felt lonely or sad. The bond they shared was deep, and Ethan felt as though Shadow understood him in ways no one else could. However, one sunny afternoon, their idyllic world took an unexpected turn. While Ethan and Shadow were playing near the edge of the woods, a woman walking her dog noticed Shadow and was immediately drawn to him. She stopped, her eyes widening in recognition. She pulled out her phone and quickly dialed a number, her voice trembling as she spoke to the operator. Ethan, oblivious to the commotion, continued to throw a stick for Shadow to fetch. Moments later, police sirens echoed through the trees, and Ethan's heart raced. He turned to see two officers approaching, their faces serious. "Excuse me, young man," one of them said, kneeling down to Ethan's level. "Is this your dog?" "Yes. His name is Shadow," Ethan replied, confusion flooding his mind. The officers exchanged glances before one of them explained, "This dog is culturally significant. He belongs to a man named Zola. Shadow is known for his ability to comfort those who are grieving." Ethan's heart sank. "But he's my dog now. We've been together for weeks." Just then, a figure emerged from the trees, Ethan's owner, a man named Mark, who had been watching the scene unfold. Panic washed over him as he realized what was happening. Without thinking, he turned to run, but the officers swiftly caught up to him. "Sir, you need to stop," one of the officers commanded. "We need to talk to you about Shadow." Ethan watched as Mark was led away, his heart pounding. He felt a sense of betrayal but also understood the weight of the situation. Shadow wasn't just a pet, he was a symbol of hope for many who were suffering. The officers explained that Zola, the rightful owner, used Shadow as a therapy dog, providing comfort to those in mourning and helping them heal. Ethan felt torn. Shadow had been his friend, his confidant, but he also recognized that the dog had a greater purpose. As he watched Shadow, who was now sitting calmly beside the officers, he realized the impact the dog had on the lives of others. It was a bittersweet moment, filled with love and loss. After a long discussion, Ethan made the decision that would change everything. With tears in his eyes, he approached Shadow and knelt down. "You had to go back to Zola," he whispered, his voice trembling. "You're meant to help people. I'll always remember you." Shadow looked up at Ethan, as if he understood every word. The officers gently led Shadow away, and Ethan felt a mix of sorrow and pride.